Brighton's mind-boggling winger is on the radar of Chelsea according to reports from the Mirror. Graham Potter is aiming to raid his former team and pick out some of the best prospects, with Trossard being right up there. The Belgian forward has claimed that if Chelsea come knocking on the door, he wouldn't mind switching ships and joining former boss at Stamford Bridge. Trossard's excellent goal-scoring ability is known to the whole world, and with the Blues lacking a proper goal-scoring machine, Trossard could surely fill that category. Brazilian prodigy Endrick has been subject to interest from several major European clubs. The 16-year-old is one of the most sought-after talents in world football. Chelsea recently hosted his family at the Cobham training facility in order to lure the Brazilian. Endrick is believed to have spent time with veteran Thiago Silva as well, according to The Times. Tottenham Hotspur are all set to offer Pierre-Emile Højbjerg a new contract that will keep him at the club for a longer period, as per Football Insider. The 27-year-old's current contract with the club expires in 2025, but the club want to keep him beyond that and offer him a pay hike. Leeds youngster Cody Drameh has attracted attention from Newcastle and Borussia Dortmund, according to the Daily Mail. The 20-year-old has only made 2 starts this season after moving from Fulham, but could be on the move again, with both clubs interested in his services. Newcastle want backup at right back, while Dortmund have made a habit of signing exciting young talents and offering them the chance to develop in the Bundesliga. Man Utd manager Erik ten Hag does not want to send out midfielder Donny van de Beek on loan, despite the Dutchman continuing to struggle for game time at Old Trafford. A loan doesn't make sense, he told reporters. Either he finds himself or he proves himself in this atmosphere, or he goes, but for me there is still a way for him. But it is not going to be easy, the competition there is strong. Bournemouth have held talks with former Leeds United manager Marcelo Bielsa over the vacant managerial role at the Vitality Stadium. Sky Sports are reporting that the talks were positive, and Bielsa is open to the idea of moving to the South Coast to take charge of the Cherries. Bielsa was sacked by Leeds United back in February, while Bournemouth fired Scott Parker in August and replaced him with interim boss Gary O'Neill. Man Utd manager Erik ten Hag wants to sell defender Harry Maguire in the summer transfer window, according to The Guardian. The Dutchman thinks Maguire's sluggish pace is a problem and is keen to add true competition to first-choice centre-back pairing Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Ten Hag is also willing to release Brazilian midfielder Fred when his contract expires at the end of the season. The Old Lady have been handed a shock in the transfer market, as it appears Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is close to signing a contract extension at Lazio, according to Tuttomercato Web. The new contract would see the 27-year-old garner €5 million per season playing for the Italian outfit. The Serbian midfielder has produced some jaw-dropping performances and has been circled by some of the biggest European vultures since then. Although Juventus tried their best to attain Milinkovic-Savic's services, Lazio's asking price was reportedly set too high. According to Tuttomercato Web, Juventus won't be alone in the pursuit of Atletico Madrid defender Jose Maria Gimenez, as Roma and Chelsea are also reportedly keeping tabs on the Uruguayan centre-back. The same report states that the player will cost around €40 million, and could very well be open to a move away from the Metropolitano. Manchester Evening News have reported that Manchester are the latest club interested in the signature of Benfica's midfielder Enzo Fernandez. With the citizens on the verge of losing Ilkay Gundogan next summer, the signing of Enzo Fernandez could bring a fresh structure to the team at Etihad. The reports also suggest that Manchester City would have to fork out a whopping price of €105 million if they must secure the Argentine midfielder's signature. Although Pep Guardiola and company would have to make a quick decision, with English rivals Manchester United and Liverpool also circling around the youngster. Pep Guardiola has chosen to remain tight-lipped on his contract situation at Manchester City. "I don't talk about that, everything is under control. Together with the club, tomorrow is important," Pep said in the pre-match press conference ahead of the game against Brentford via Manchester Evening News. According to Football Italia, Lionel Messi had once recommended PSG to sign 17-year-old Luca Romero. The Argentine winger has been an exceptional touch for Lazio, proving why he earned the applause from Lionel Messi. The PSG forward saw Romero at an Argentine first-team training camp and was left impressed by the winger's performance. Although PSG could still hunt for the player if they agree to Messi's advice. L'Équipe journalist Thierry Marchand's recently published Cristiano Ronaldo biography has revealed a lot of previously unknown things regarding the Portuguese's football career. In the biography, it is mentioned that PSG are still interested in signing the 37-year-old, and that the Manchester United forward would not mind that turning into a reality. "I know the door is open," Ronaldo stated, as mentioned in the biography. quotes via Marca, "I see myself playing at the Parc des Princes, in front of 50,000 Portuguese emigrants. It would be fantastic." According to transfer expert Christian Falk, Paris Saint-Germain are interested in acquiring N'Golo Kanté from Chelsea at the end of the season. The French midfielder's season in England has been clouded with injuries, making him miss the World Cup in Qatar. But PSG are closely monitoring Kanté's situation at Chelsea as they aim towards signing the 2018 World Cup winner as a free agent next summer. Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard has been in the headlines after he has expressed his desire to explore a new challenge. According to The Express, Antonio Conte's Tottenham Hotspurs could bid for the French defender in the winter transfer window. Spurs' backline has faltered under pressure many times this season, and the Italian manager would want to bring someone on board who wouldn't crack under pressure. Fichajes has reported that Arsenal are chasing Real Betis midfielder Nabil Fekir. Real Betis are throwing a financial crunch, and the easiest way of getting out of it is offloading big names from their roster. The 27-year-old French midfielder has been an influential player in the middle of the park for Betis and could create havoc in the Premier League. The Gunners would have to reportedly pay €30 million for his services. Premier League leaders Arsenal is enjoying a fairy-tale season as they look to consolidate their lead on the top. All of this has been possible because of the efforts of their Spanish manager Mikel Arteta, but the Gunners could be on the verge of losing their mastermind according to Team Talk. Manchester City and Barcelona are closely monitoring Arteta, and the two clubs could fish for the Spaniard. At Manchester, Pep Guardiola hasn't signed a new deal yet, and the club could look for his disciple as a successor. While at Barcelona, Xavi's consecutive shortfalls in the Champions League could be the reason of his departure. Spanish publication Fichajes have reported that FC Barcelona are keeping close tabs on Manchester United's 18-year-old prodigy Alejandro Garnacho. The young Argentine wonderkid has earned applause after dropping some magnificent performances for Manchester United's youth and first teams. Barcelona can sign Garnacho considering Depay and Fati are pushing for a move away from the club, and Ferran Torres has fallen down the pecking order under Xavi. With Garnacho's contract in Manchester expiring in 2023, FC Barcelona could start negotiations with him in January to convince him to come to Spain. Barcelona might not sign a new centre-back after all. Thanks to Marcos Alonso's convincing performances as a makeshift centre-back, the Catalans were on the hunt for a new defender following Gerard Piqué's mid-season retirement, but will now continue to place their faith on the summer signing from Chelsea to get the job done, according to Mundo Deportivo. Journalist Paul Brown believes that Liverpool could make a surprise move for Youri Tielemans. The Belgian midfielder is destined to join Arsenal, but Brown feels that Liverpool could hijack the deal. Tielemans' deal at the King Power Stadium expires in 2023, and he could leave the club for free. Brown told Give Me Sport, "A dark horse to watch out for here is Liverpool. I would not be surprised at all if we saw Liverpool make a move for Tielemans as a free agent." According to Liverpoolecho, Jurgen Klopp has revealed that the Reds are discussing a contract extension for Brazilian forward Roberto Firmino. The former Hoffenheim striker contract expires in 2023, and Liverpool are looking to extend his stay at Anfield. The South American forward has poured in with crucial goal contributions whenever Liverpool have been stuck this summer, and it would be important for the Reds to extend his contract and use him as a backup whenever required. According to journalist Adrian Sanchez, the Red Devils have sent their first official bid for the signature of Memphis Depay from Barcelona. The Dutch international, who's been pushing for a switch away from Barca for more minutes, might have found himself an exit door. With Ronaldo's future at Old Trafford still unclear, Depay's free signing could serve as a blessing for Erik ten Hag and company.